Hello everybody, welcome to my first tutorial on Mostly Duct Tape 101, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a bifold wallet, and it's going to be just like this wallet. It has 3 pockets, it has ID, and this one is Allison's wallet's design on how to do it, white billfold. And let's get started. First you will need a couple kinds of duct tape and some clear tape or some plastic for the ID. I'm using the piece duct tape and the new blue polka dot, and this is the clear tape I'm using. It's Scotch. Let's see, let me focus on it. And it's heavy duty. If it'll ever focus, there it is. It's the packaging tape. And that's it. Oh yeah, also you need like a knife or an X-Acto knife, a cutting board, some scissors, and that's it. First thing you need to do for your bifold wallet is take your billfold color and cut it 8 inches long. You need to cut 2 of these. Once you have done that, you take your bottom piece and you line it up with 0. And then you take your other piece and you line it up with, let me measure my wallet, with 3 inches. And then you push down. And then this will be the inside of your billfold. And then what you gotta do is you gotta take your I'm gonna use this one. And these are gonna be the colors of your pockets. And I'm just starting at let's see, the 4. I'm just making a big long strip, and then I'm gonna cut at every 3 3/4 inches, so 1, 2, 3 3/4, and then you do 1, 2, 3, and so this is already 1/3, so you just go to 2/4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, so 1, 2, and then you just, and then with your other color you do the same exact thing. When I did this, I made the last strip a little short, so I just took the roll of duct tape and then stuck it onto the original, and then I cut it how long I needed it extra, and then I have the same lengths now. And what you do is you stick them on each other, and it might take a little while to put these down because it's duct tape and it wants to stick. And try not to get any air bubbles, because if you have like thousands of air bubbles, it looks really bad. And then after this, we're gonna do the trim. And one tip for the trim is make sure you do the lengths all the same, like, because I don't want to make one trim like 1 inch long and then the other 1/8 long, and then and then I have the 3 pockets, and then now I'm gonna do the trim. For the trim, you take your piece of duct tape and you cut it 8 inches long, and then you cut it halfway, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you cut these horizontally, and then you've got 4 pieces of trim. And then what you do is you take your card pocket, and then let me find a clear space, and not sure if you can see this, but what I'm doing right now is I am lining it up with, yeah, you could see this. I'm lining this up with one of the 1/4 inches, and then I have 2 dots here, and on the second dot that's in the duct tape, I just line that up, and then I press it all the way down until I meet it at the other side, and then it'll look like this, if you can see that. And then you take your scissors and you cut this off like this, if I can cut it. And then this is what it looks like, and then repeat this with all the other pockets. Now with that extra piece that you have left over from your 4 pieces of trim, you're going to take your packaging tape, or if you have plastic, but right now I don't, but I'm going to go buy some later. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking it and I'm going to, the length that I'm doing is going to be 3 3/4, just like the pocket, so it has enough room to slide in. And sometimes I double check what I'm cutting, because I don't like to cut it and then mess up, and I'm like, dang it. So I'm just cutting one more piece, and if you want, you can just do 2 pieces so your card is sticking out a little bit, but that's what I'm gonna do. But if you don't want your card sticking out, then you do 4 pieces, and you make the height of it 2 1/4 inches tall, and then you just do that step now. But right now I am putting these 2 pieces together, and try not to get a lot of air bubbles in these ones either, because these ones really show the air bubbles. So if you're doing like a design and it's black in the background, it'll really show. So I'm doing is I'm not just gonna press it down on all one time. I'm pressing it out so that bubbles escape. I'm not sure if you could see this. Sorry, it's like faced the other way and the camera doesn't show me what it looks like. So sorry if you can't see some of this. And then I'm doing the trim again, doing the same thing. This one's a little easier because you can see the dots on the bottom, which you can just measure up and then fold it. Well, no, you need to cut it in half and then you fold it, because if you don't, you'll see the stickiness, and that doesn't look very good. And then you cut off the edges, and then it'll look just very good. And if you want it done this way, then you just do the same thing on that way. And then okay, right now we've already made this one sticky part. Now I need to make the other part for the inside of the wallet, and do that step now. Now I did that. Well, I did the other side, sorry. Going a little cuckoo today. Alright, so now this side's going to be the billfold, so this is the side that I want to do it on. And what you do is you, first, I'm using the piece that I cut off from my ID. I'm just going to use this to put down my card pocket. Sorry, I'm going to try to show it to you, okay? So I'm putting it like a good length, like this. Then I need to cut one more piece to stick down the piece. I'm just cutting a random size piece. No specific. I said Pacific. It's specific. Specific. Length. And if this knife was sharp enough, it would cut it very good. And I forgot to cut this one off, so just doing that now. And then you take this part, the sticky part, and then you line it up here. And you want to make them as even as possible so they look nice. And then you just leave this like this because it'll stick down. It's a really cool way of sticking it down. I never thought of it. And then I watched Allison's wallet one, and then I got the idea that I just copy here, and then you take your ID and you put it on the other side. And then now I'm going to take a piece of tape that is 3 inches tall, and then and then what you do is you take your wallet and then you kind of fix your pockets the way you want it, and then what you do is you cut the length off that you don't want. The length that you want is going to go on, so you want to make that as good as you can. I'm just cutting that all the way down, and then you get rid of your extra pieces, and then you put it on, and try to make this really nice because you don't want all your trim and stuff to be messed up or stuff like that. And then you just want to push this down really good, and then you take your X-Acto knife or any cutting device that you're using, and you just cut the tape like I'm cutting it right now. And then it should look like this, and then you can lift up the pockets so you make sure that you cut it all the way. Well, you can't really, but just for this first one. And then now we're gonna do the outside of the billfold.